Hello and good evening. It's time to slay the princess. And hello, Rani and Cake. Starting to get your hair done. Yeah, I can relate with that. I go like twice a year, but it's always a whole event. But seeing your friend will probably make it worth it. Turn on the game. And it's the end of the month, so I'm just trying to get some more achievements and endings right now. This is what I've got so far. And I have a save game in front of the last part of the game.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
So, if you're not familiar with the game, this will probably not make much sense to you. But Cake is playing themselves, and I don't remember if you've watched a lot of it yet, Rani, or if you've played it yourself. Oh, this is not completely an ending yet, Cakes. There's still lots of different ways this can go from here.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Can I think I can actually show you that there are lots of ways from here. So the ending is the end of everything, and there are all these different things you get to see or not to see. And I try to get an ending where we both are gods. Apparently I haven't done that yet. I am the lone quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
I really wonder if there is ever a way to get a different text line here than that you're a passive player. In my first playthrough I felt really attacked by that. So she's not wrong. I did really play passive in my first round.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
So I'm actually not sure none of these options sound very godly to me. I suppose it's the last one? Will we both leave? Can you confirm, Cake? Okay, then we're going with that. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Free yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, are twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. It does not yield.
I love you.
I'm taking her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You're free, and she is with you. So we got grass and fractals in the background. I'm not a big fan of the background animation, to be honest.
It's magnificent.
I'm not going to tell you what the middle part looks to me at times. There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. There are no endings, only new beginnings. But apparently there's 2 endings labeled the same. So there must be a variation of this. Click through the credits. Screenshot of the song and return to the main menu. So you see, oh no, actually it's not different endings, it's just the parts of the endings and both of them unlocked by doing this. So I got a couple save games I want to work on, because you see I have filled every single spot of my 9. Oh, I thought I only have 9 pages. and started overriding, but turns out I can just click the next button and have more pages. Oh my god. So much room for save games. And I didn't know about it. Anyways, trying for more endings. Where do we start? How do I go on about this? So there's one where she ate me. It would be helpful if I knew how the princesses are called. I've decision paralysis right now, to be honest. Let's just load the one where we are safe and sound in her belly. I know there's an achievement where I have to stab her heart with a knife, but I don't think I have the knife with me in that save game. I think this one is the beast that ate me. So we got swallowed up by the beast. But we gotta make our way and end this. Make our way to her heart. I thought I already did this, but apparently not. Maybe because I wasn't able to end this. But anyway, let's try clawing our way to her heart. Claw and bite.
Like the cornered animal you are, you tear against the thick membranes of her stomach with every part of you that can be made sharp. Nails, claws, teeth, hands, feet.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
Claw and bite.
Again you tear, heart pumping with adrenaline, your ulcerating hands a blur of feverish motion fueled by the desperation to fight against being reduced to lifeless molecules and meat. The pulling returns to banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
I do not like this
You can't
scenario.
hold me forever.
Claw and bite.
Your energy is fading, but you can hear her heart thumping somewhere close. There's so little of you left. Your fingers reduced to bone, your nerves bare and screaming, the acid pooling around you now a soup of your skin and meat. You are a spark of will driving a melted corpse. But will can never truly exceed the limits of the flesh. Your vision finally begins to blur, your eyes clouding over as they melt in their sockets.
That is so disgusting.
What little air remains in this rancid stew of flesh and slippery organs is finally too foul to breathe, and your lungs mercifully give out before you have to suffer another burning, liquefying moment. Everything goes dark, and you die.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end, but something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
So apparently my save game in the belly was useless. I think maybe I made it one step too late because I ran out of time to reach the heart alive.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
So do I actually need anything from here? This is the wild bodies fused. I need separate before ending it all. And I need to bring this one to an ending.
Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
That's just because she devoured us and we dissolved away. We don't even exist as a body anymore. We're still here, though. And if we're safe, isn't that better? She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
I guess that's it then. This is us now. We're the woods. Okay.
We need separate ways, but in a different way than we did last time? Separate doesn't mean over. Separate before ending it all. Okay, you, narrator, how do I stop her?
Start by remembering that you exist, and not as some part of a Gestalt entity formed with the princess. You exist as your own self, complete with your own physical body, separate from hers. I'm not so sure about that. We were something like that once, but now? And if thinking about that isn't enough to startle you back to reality, consider this. The princess ate you last time. Stop passively vibing with a literal predator and remember that you're enemies. Remember what she's done to you and how much it hurt.
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the fear and the hunger and the pain. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
It's been the
I
path
can feel it
I've
thumping.
been on last time.
A heart like a distant terror that keeps getting louder the more we pay attention.
Please, stop. If you let it in, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
Gaze at the terror in your heart.
Please, don't make us remember how I was.
And just like that, you start to fall apart. I can remember it now. I didn't like being eaten. I'd forgotten how much it burned. And the air was so hard to breathe. And she didn't care. She didn't care at all. As you remember the terror and pain you felt at the hands of the princess, you start to remember something else, too. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body. You can feel it. There is a shifting of the space around you, the infinitesimal movement of your molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you're meant to be. I don't like this. It's better for us to be the woods. I don't want to go back.
No! I devoured you! I won! I put things back the way they were supposed to be!
Some division, when sown, can never truly be mended. A cavernous gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were. A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and it swallows your body whole. And then you find yourself, blade in hand, exactly where you need to be. At the center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
I feel empty, don't you?
We're just like her, and she's just like us. We never should have left her. I feel safe. She isn't dangerous anymore. We could leave her. We could both live. Do we have to do this? You have to. You know you have to.
I slay the princess, I suppose.
You raise the blade, taking aim at her heart. And then you strike.
I'm sorry.
You never see her die. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... This doesn't... That thing reeks of death. I don't want to look at us.
I have grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Did that do the trick? It did. So now I just need to bring this save game to an end eventually. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is like a shadow of me, a memory of what she used to be. bound to the wounds of distance and time. She will make for a scarred and beautiful heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here.
Have a look at more memories. So I need a couple more endings. And I need a couple of complete new princesses. And I have no idea how to get these. So what we're going to do is saving, and we're starting at page 20. And I will forget this. Okay, let's make a note. Saves with vessels that need to be played to the end. Page 20. There we go. Okay, let's have a look at what else I've saved. Have I made saves with a tower? I feel like there's something to gain in here. I do not want to override, I want to load. So I'll reject her demands.
But the words don't leave your mouth. Instead, your legs buckle and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And yet here you are again. This time groveling at my feet. What a wretched sight. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I trust to deal with her.
Then you shouldn't have trusted us. There was nothing we could do to stop her then. And there's nothing we can do to stop her
I don't think I have a knife in
It's
this
being
one.
melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
So she's the tower. Resist the god through force of arms. Because it's force of arms. So we're trying to resist through force of will with no weapons. No, I won't tell you.
You will.
Just do it already. It will feel so much better to do as she says.
I remain silent.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen?
Can she do that?
There's nothing she can't do.
Confused, meek, a chorus of submissive indecision. Is that why you came to me unarmed? It doesn't matter. All of it is easily brushed aside. And there it is. I am destined to end the world. Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Is that so?
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
No, I won't take part in this.
You poor deluded thing. Don't think you can muster up the strength to defy me now. You already submitted the moment you entered this temple without the will to end me.
What is she talking about? She's talking about your ridiculous decision to come down here unarmed. It doesn't matter. Don't let her talk you into bowing down to her or whatever it is she thinks she can make you do. You can still go back and get the blade from upstairs. You can still stop her.
But we're already here, and we already made our choice, and there are so many tall stairs between us and that altar.
Relatable.
You're right about one thing. You already made your choice, and your choice was to defy her. I don't care how many stairs there are or how tall they are, you're going to turn around right now, take the blade, and save the damn world.
Even now your vessel twitches and trembles, consumed by conflict with yourself. But that part of you standing in hopeless defiance isn't the only thing resisting me, is it? There's something else in there. Someone else. A greasy film sheltering your heart. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Is she somehow pulling him out of me?
Are you okay?
He's fine. He's
I've always been
fine.
No, this isn't right. What do? We can't just let her control us like this.
I've been trying to tell you this whole time. It isn't about can or can't. It isn't even about will or won't. There is only one path in front of us, and we will walk it. We'll just refuse. Not even he could refuse her in the end. What are you supposed to do? We're all prisoners here. Some of us are just willing to embrace our chains.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
We will. I promise.
I know you will.
Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path...
Oh, let me guess. At the end of that path is a cabin.
This is hardly a path in the woods. It's all big and weird.
Another witness to her radiance. Her hour is soon upon us.
This is bad.
Oh, is it now? I hadn't noticed. Do you need a primer, Mr. Amnesiac?
No, I'm quite all right, but if all of you would take a moment to settle down, there's something important I'd like to get across to you before it's too late.
Is it about the princess? We already know all about the princess.
No, I mean, yes, it's about the princess, but whatever you think I'm going to say, it's probably not that.
Look, fine, just out with her already, yeah? If I hear the words, "You're here to slay her," or "If you don't, it will be the end of the world," you'll have lost speaking privileges. You two are just wasting your time. It's all going to end when we open that cabin door, which means it's already all over. What's the point of dawdling when the end is already written?
Okay, that nonsense he's going on about, that's what we need to talk about. You've been here before, obviously. Whatever you did before gave her far too much power, so you've got to cut it out, get to that cabin and slay her before things get any more out of hand. Are our thoughts doing that? Make her small, make her small, make her small, make her small. Shit! What if I'm doing it wrong? What if I'm making her even stronger?
We've built a new god, and she is limitless.
Do you hear those two, with their runaway thoughts? I'm only giving you the sliver of information I'm giving you now because things are already deep in the shitter. This was my last card to play, and it looks like it's already made things worse, so hurry, cabin, now.
Oh, this is unexpected to get so many options here. Ooh, this is a new ending. To struggle and fail against the divine. Love this. Okay, so we've not been here, so it doesn't matter what choice we take. And I made a save, so I have all options open. Okay, now hold on. I have so many questions.
And right now, you have neither the time nor the mental acuity to handle a single response. It's now or never.
I'm not going to the cabin until I have answers. What am I?
As you finish your inane question, the ground quakes beneath your feet. You feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway and then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin.
Well, that's not good.
Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Stop believing everything you hear. We just have to get our thoughts in order. We just have to think straight.
Any, words of warning?
You already know everything you need to know. As you step forward, the cabin explodes. Flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you.
Whoa.
You watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you.
And here I thought I destroyed her by being so skeptical, but apparently that didn't work.
The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
Take the blade.
Yeah, screw all of this, I'm with you. A real god wouldn't need us as part of her plan.
You'll never make it to her, and even if you do, what could you possibly hope to accomplish?
We'll do what we were always supposed to. We'll take this blade and we'll sink it into her heart. Look at the way everything's being flung around her. If we just throw ourselves in her direction, I don't know, maybe it'll work. Thoughts are what give her power. Maybe it could cut both ways. Maybe we can do whatever we want to do. Maybe none of this is real. With a forceful tug, you yank the blade out from the tree. You close your eyes and take a deep breath, and for a moment you can feel everything around you, like you're a part of everything, and everything is a part of you. And then your eyes open, settling on your target. It's time.
She got a couple of eyes herself. Embrace your destiny.
You launch yourself towards the princess. You can feel the pull of her gravity catch you, carrying you from the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Even now you defy me. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end what's destined to end everything.
Yeah, do it. Show her.
Assail the unassailable.
You're not going to win. You know that, right? What are you even going to do with that tiny knife? Give her a scratch?
I'm getting goosebumps of the music alone.
You still don't get it, do you? We can be whatever we want to be. Nothing is real. It all might as well just be a dream.
Are you okay?
Of course, I'm not okay. I've never been okay. But maybe I needed to never be okay for us to make this happen. As you fall towards the princess, you swing the blade in a massive arc, putting all of your strength behind it. It cuts a shockwave through the very air, splitting everything in its path.
I like how the details of the knife are yellowish in this end. I'm not sure if it signifies that it's like enhanced by our swords.
It won't be enough.
How unexpected.
As the blow lands, the entire world shakes. The outline of the princess disappears into a storm of dust and debris. Could we have done that the whole time?
It was a fluke, I'm sure. An accident, that's all.
It won't be a fluke if we do it again. As the dust settles, the form of the princess comes back into view. Her skin and vestments are lightly scuffed, but her body is whole, and her face is full of self-righteous fury. At least we made her mad. That has to count for something. But she holds her anger back. Her eyes close, and a gentle smile curls across her lips.
All of her eyes, even those on the bandages around her body.
And so the little bird has found his heart at the end of the world.
Her eyes flit open, pupils narrowing on your form.
But is it courage that courses through his veins? Or is it madness?
The world around her stills. The debris stops in place, and the air is calm and silent.
You walk a razor's edge. It won't be long before you slip.
And then in an instant it all comes at you. You are pelted with stone after massive stone, even the pebbles slicing through you like bullets. You cannot hope to so much as move as the bombardment continues, your body being destroyed bit by bit, crushed under the mass of wood and rock.
It's over. You had your moment, I'll give you that. But that's all it was. Hope it was worth it.
Enough with the yous. Whether you like it or not, you're a part of us. Hell, whether I like it or not, you're a part of us. That was your moment too. And we can have another if we all work together. She's not your perfect goddess, just look at what she's doing to you, her most loyal servant.
This isn't very nice, but we did make her angry. Isn't it what we deserve?
No, you didn't.
Who deserves something like this? She wants her freedom at the expense of ours, and she's willing to destroy us over and over again if it helps her. What kind of god does that? Stop deluding yourself. If we're going to make this work, all of us need to see the truth.
But I love her.
And she doesn't love you. She doesn't even know you exist. You are just a tiny part of an obstacle, and she is currently in the process of destroying said obstacle, so I suggest you snap out of it now while you still can.
Still, your doubts.
All at once the pressure breaks. You burst through a mountain of debris and straight for the princess's heart. As you soar towards her, the eyes on her vestments open wide, the light of their gaze slowing your pursuit as more and more matter continues to assail you.
But it's not enough to stop us, is it? We're going to make it to her.
Knife already looks bigger.
You are. As
And
you draw
bigger.
near, you extend your blade, readying a powerful strike. It sings through the air.
Eh.
And is met with a barrier of light. You remain frozen in midair, the two of you unblinking, waiting to see who breaks first. And then we win. Right? That's what should happen. Why isn't it happening? Did we do something wrong? Were all these powerful, heroic thoughts not enough?
I believe in us. Isn't that enough?
Unless we got the rules wrong. I'm sorry. I think I messed this up.
Then what do we do? I thought you said that all of this was like a dream, that we could choose how it goes, so why can't we choose to win?
The thing with dreams is that they always end.
An admirable effort, but one that would never have succeeded. Come, let us leave this world of illusions.
She's trying to undermine you. She's lying. Don't listen to her.
But before he can finish his thought, he's gone, and your blade has vanished from your hand. The world around you unravels into a textured nothing.
You have no weapon. Your will has been conquered.
Is she going to hurt us now?
Princess reaches forward into the textured nothing and buries her fingers in its divine flesh. Her touch is soft.
Oh, that feels nice.
The flame may be snuffed, but the wall remains. This isn't just for my glory. You are a part of this now.
Her grip tightens, and somehow you feel it. The pain sits at the limits of your comprehension, like an endless sea of hands falling on you, one after another, before finally collapsing in on themselves. You lose yourself in the darkness.
She's hurting us again. I've never hurt like this before. She isn't even touching us. How could she hurt us without touching us? Unless all of this is us. No, we can't be this. But it feels like she's ripping us apart.
Fight back.
Maybe if we feel all of this nothing, maybe we can use it. Anything to make this stop. Anything to make her feel what we feel.
Love the revenge. You are a wave of tendrils racing against themselves, and down the shape of an arm, you snap around it. Relief as a massive burden is lifted from you. You are in one piece. You are in your body. Your eyes open. Before you is the massive form of the princess, arms bound by the textured nothing. Behind her, a hole in the world, leading into something beyond, something beautiful.
There it is. Something actually real.
I don't know what to say. It's just so beautiful. Doesn't the mere sight make all the misery worth it?
What did you do to me? I was supposed to be perfect. I was supposed to be a god. I was all of those things. And now I'm not. All because of you.
Sorry? She looks up with futile sorrow at this something beautiful that sits beyond.
We could have had everything. If only you had given me a little more, we could have been free on the wings of my glory. Now we're stuck here. Forever.
We made this prison. And I don't think we can unmake it.
Let's stay in our depressed little hole. It's safe here without change. The hole mans shut. As it closes, the tendrils lose their grip, freeing the princess as they retreat.
It's gone. No, how do we get it back? Can we try again? We'll suffer so much better if we get to try again, I promise.
It's so cold here. If this wasn't enough, then what is?
Oh, this looks creepy with all the little hands. Oh my god. But you don't get the opportunity to try again, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Become shackled to a divine being.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now? It's calling us.
I don't want to look at her.
I have unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin, and the cabin is basically just ahead of her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one sits at the cusp of awakening, a new god waiting to be born. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light. One.
One more. Do I... How does it work? I do need to bring this one bag. I also do need a lot of other things, so let's make a save. Page 20 we said. Let's load and see some of the other options in here. Run away.
But a great and horrible change is already underway. The ground quakes beneath your feet, and you feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. Even the earth beneath you seems
The end of everything. The beginning of something.
Stop believing everything you... You already know everything
So
you
I
need
guess
to
this
know.
didn't change a lot, so let's load again to get the other option. Head to the
But a
cabin.
great and horrible change is already underway.
Yeah,
Even
there's-
the earth beneath
The end
Doesn't
of
matter.
believing you already know everything you need to
Okay,
know.
so we can load directly into the next step. Load, not save. And we're going to embrace our new goddess.
This was our only real choice. Even the ground itself kneels to her.
It was all turned to dust so easily. Is it even real?
Fill the empty seat by my side. Join me for a new dawn.
Yes, ma'am.
You fool. You can feel the pull of her gravity catch you, carrying you from the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Come to me.
Her words are like a gentle tug, drawing you closer to the mountain of her body. You land softly on her shoulder. Her skin is warm and comforting. This really is the end. Is it the end? We're still here.
The night sky unweaves into textured nothingness. He does not respond.
There's nothing left but us and her. Even the dust is gone.
She's the answer to our questions. She always has been. He tried to blind you all, but she broke through his lies, as she always would.
What happens now? Even though the whole world's turned to nothing, we still exist. And if we're real, then there must be something else that's real, something that's been hidden from us. We have to find it.
This world is but an illusion, keeping us from my ascension. A play of shadows dancing on the wall.
Yes, she understands.
Princess reaches forward to the textured nothing and bursts her fingers in its divine flesh. Her touch is soft.
The flame may be snuffed, but the wall remains. This isn't just for my glory. You are a part of this now.
See? This is nice. We're safe. She's helping us. She's helping everyone.
Your grip tightens and somehow you feel it. The pain sits at the limits of your comprehension. Like an endless sea of hands falling on you, one after another, before finally collapsing in on themselves. You lose yourself in the darkness. I suffer in silence.
It will be over soon, little bird. Then your eyes will open, and all of this pain will seem but the fading memory of a distant dream.
Soon? Soon? Does that mean there's gonna be more? So many things we believed were real were nothing at all. Just look at the world around us, or lack thereof. Who's to say pain is even real? How about the fact that it hurts?
The textured nothing is ripped open, and with it, you are ripped open. Amid a sea of dissociative pain, you can feel everything that is you pouring out into the ether. You need for something else too, anger. A need to lash out and hurt that which is hurting you.
Yes, hurt her. Do something, anything, to make it stop.
No, if suffering is what she demands of us, suffering is what we'll give. Why would I doubt our God?
We can't endure this. It's all just words and ideas. We're only telling ourselves it's painful. It doesn't have to hurt if we don't think it should.
Suffer in the darkness alone. You continue to lose important pieces of yourself. Memories of entire lifetimes lived fade away into a space where your only recollection of them is that something used to be there. You die and are reborn, and die and are reborn, shrinking and shrinking again and again, until there is no you left to die or shrink.
You've done so well, little bird. Behold, the fruit of your anguish.
Eyes open. Are they yours? They don't feel like yours anymore, but there's no other word to describe what they belong to.
Where are we? It doesn't matter. We've never really known where we are, have we?
You're all starting to sound like me.
Your vision focuses, revealing what has been done. The world has opened up, and beyond is something beautiful.
Oh. What is that? I think I want to be there.
It's where we're supposed to be.
It's something actually real.
Princess steps forward, bringing you both to the edge of the something beautiful. It is dizzyingly vast. But neither of you cross the threshold. There's a roaring like underground thunder. If you stopped in place.
Something is holding us back. Is it one of us? Is it part of her? Is it some part of him that managed to cling to this place? I don't think it's me. Would I know if it was me?
After everything I cast aside on my path to ascension, what remnant of the old could possibly be left to defy me?
Interesting. You look down at the prince's feet. Writhes a shifting moon, a mass of hands clambering over each other, crawling their way up her body. They start to pull. The moon becomes a sea, and the princess struggles to stay afloat, to keep the two of you close to the hole in the world, and the light of the something beautiful beyond, but she is drowning. As the sea rises, she pulls you from her shoulder and holds you above the tide. You turn back to look at her.
We have to be able to do something to help her. This can't be how it ends. It can't. It can't. It can't. It can't.
I think this is the end. I can feel every part of me freezing over.
Hands reach over hands, pulling at her face, dragging her down into their frigid depths. She's tired, and life fades from her eyes.
You have been the only thing I've ever known to show me grace. I am sorry if I have not shown you the same.
The princess summons the last of her strength, her face a shield of purpose and determination. In her final act, she hurls you towards the hole in the world, towards the something beautiful beyond.
Fly, little bird.
No. No. I don't want to be somewhere she isn't. It would always be dark without her.
It's what she wants for us. But can we make it? Yeah. We just have to believe. And everything is going to be okay.
But the hole seals before you can make it to the other side. If there is a time to bask in what lies beyond, it is not now. Huh.
Is that a mirror? Why is it here? This is calling us.
And not in a good
I
way.
am confused. Memories. Apotheosis.
I don't want to.
And then quiet again. Let's see if she's the same.
There's a word. Do you know it will find out?
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one sits at the cusp of awakening. A new god, waiting to be born. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart.
Yeah, this is probably the
Do
same.
not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
So we probably don't need another save for this, but let's load. Let's load into. No, reload. In here, reload. We're going to fight back. Actually, no, this is not the correct thing I want to load. I'm going to tell her that she's hurting me.
It will be over soon, little bird. Then your eyes will open, and all of this pain will seem but the fading memory of a distant dream.
Soon? Soon? Does that mean there's gonna be more? So many things. How about the fact that it hurts? Yes, we can endure this. It's all just words.
I'm going to make her suffer with me.
Who am I kidding? It's not going to stop unless we make it stop. We have to make it stop.
Well, that's pretty much what we did before. This is different though, I think. Relief as a massive burden is lifted from you. No, it's the same. That's the same. What memories do we have? Watch as the kindling of your soul burns to ash. We need to load something different, I think. Let's try this. And let's be convinced that we will win. No, we just have to push harder. We wouldn't be here if there wasn't a way for us to win.
Right, so come on, push, all of you.
I'll do my best.
All right, one last try. You continue the struggle, your blade kicking up sparks as it grinds against the princess's barrier. You're getting to her.
Your persistence is admirable, but it's misplaced.
We're so much more than I thought we were. It won't be misplaced if we win.
You ignore the princess's words and push a little further, and then a crack. And where that crack formed, another forms, and then another. Finally, it shatters.
Nice.
We did it. We actually did it. The princess's face remains serene as your blade plummets towards her heart.
A victory, but one that remains rooted in the material. And I am beyond that now. Come, let us leave this world of illusions.
Before your blade can pierce her heart, it has vanished from your hand. The world around you unravels into a textured nothing.
You have no weapon. Our battle is at an end.
Is she going to hurt us now?
Yep. Princess reaches forward into the textured nothing and burns her finger in my flesh, blah blah blah. Her touch is soft.
That feels
The flame may be snuffed, but the wall remains. This isn't just for my glory. You are a part of this now.
She's hurting.
She isn't even touching her, unless...
It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Okay, we're at this again. Make her feel what you have felt. Fighting back?
Maybe if we feel anything
think we had
to make
this
her
already.
feel what we feel.
Oh, actually, I think this has already been unlocked, and I just didn't look unlocked? No.
But that
That isn't enough, is it? We can show her more. We can show her what she's done to us. We can make her understand. We can make her feel what we've felt.
Your awareness shifts between undulating fibers of nothingness that is somehow outside of your body, but part of it. Time yields to feeling. I do not understand any of this. You wrap around wrist, ankle, neck, and pull from her heart the whole of her experience, and in return she pulls from your heart the whole of yours. So much of her is empty bluster, boasts smothered first and quiet to give an empty life a sense of meaning, and then the same boast wrapped in a bow of true belief. Belief turned to arrogance, arrogance that shatters as she finally sees something other than herself.
Oh, we've both hurt each other so very much, haven't we?
Your eyes open, she's bound to you, and you're bound to her. Hollow echoes of what you used to be.
I can hear your voices prattle in my head. I was never going to ascend. This is all so very small. I'm so very small. I'm sorry.
Share your darkest pain and paranoia with a divine being. I guess this will the same. It doesn't matter.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the...
I hope it doesn't matter. Just to be sure, let's go to page 20. Make another of these. Have a look at this. How do I carve into her divine heart? So we clearly need to take the knife.
Yeah,
You'll never make it to her, and even if you do,
we'll do what we were always. Look at the way everything's being flung around her. If with a forceful tug, you yank the blade out from the... You close your eyes and take a deep... Then your eye... You launch yourself towards the...
Even now!
Yeah.
you're not. Are you okay?
Of course. As you fall toward...
It won't be enough.
How unexpected.
As the blow lands...
It was a fluke, I'm sure.
It won't be a fluke if we do as the dust. At least we made but she holds her
Maybe I should have loaded the other
eyes flit up
What is it courage that
the
safe
world
game.
around you. And then in an instant thought, it's enough with the use. Whether you like it or not, you're a puppet.
Yes.
Well, and she...
But there's no options in this sequence at all. So this is where my other safe game is.
That's right. Oh, all right. You continue the
your persistence is
You ignore the princess. We did it. The princess's face remains...
a victory, but one that remains rooted in the material. You have no weapon.
Is she going to hurt us now?
But this is not it.
Oh.
She is... And then...
When I submit
You've seen
now.
my light. All is forgiven. You've done so well, little bird. Behold, the fruit of your anguish.
You're all starting to sound like me.
I wonder if I get my knife back if I submit first, somehow.
It's where we're... It's something actually real.
I don't think so.
Something... I don't think it's me. Would I know?
After everything I have.
No, there's the hands again. Nope. Oh shit, oh. I've overwritten a save. Am I alive? I'm unhappy with what I did. Let's try this one. Make her suffer with you.
Ah, who am I kidding? It's not going to stop unless we...
Doesn't the mere sight make all the...
What did you do to me? I was supposed to be We could have had everything.
We made...
It's gone.
It's so cold here.
No, this is not different. Okay, we have to do this again, I think.
Finally, you have seen my light.
I want the frame where I get all of the painful options.
You're all stuck. Oh, it's where...
It's something...
How did I get there?
With dreams.
And
She's trying to undermine you. She's lying. Don't...
you have no weapon.
Is she going to hurt us now? Oh. She's hurt.
She is... And then...
Finally, you have seen my... You've done so
Admitting
well.
pain. Nope. Why are these options not here now? Was it embracing my goddess?
This was our only real choice. Even the
was all turned to dust so easily.
Fill the empty seat by my side.
You fool.
Come.
Her words are like a gentle land softly on... Is it the end? We're still here. There's nothing left but us and her. Even the dust is...
She's...
What happens now? Even though the whole world's turned to nothing, we...
This world is but an illusion.
Yes! She understands.
The flame may be snuffed, but the
See? This is...
Okay, there we go. Got my save game back. And we had the suffer in silence, and we had the you're hurting me, I think. You have to stop this. I can take it.
It will be
Soon? So
It's-
how about the fact that it...
It's the same.
Yes.
No.
It doesn't change. Screaming unintelligible agony.
It'll be over soon.
Soon? So how about the
No.
fact that it...
No, doesn't change anything. So I gotta look up how the other ones work. But not today. This is it for today. Thanks for hanging with me. And see you on Thursday. This will gonna be the last stream, as we have our call about this game where we speak about our experiences at the beginning of December. See you then. Bye bye.